for a secret little stream right now because I am recording a video, and you may be asking, "Oh, Jess, you haven't streamed in ages. What? Why are you just coming on to film videos?" Because I can't be bothered to edit. If I'm so for real, I do not have time. I simply do not. So what we're doing is we are rating every single MCU film on a little tier list that I've made. Spent way too much time making, and it doesn't even look good. So a bit fuming about that. So the tiers are: we've got peak, right? Got solid. It's fun, like it's fun. Has some good scenes, and never rewatching. Do I need to do this in presentation mode? Creating upload images, like click download, show your tier list. Okay, no, so this should be fine. This should work. Okay, so that is everything. I was just double checking that this should work. Right. So the first film, of course, Iron Man, the original, the first MCU film, and I'm not gonna lie, the MCU starts out with an absolute bang. Iron Man, it's just a solid film, isn't it? Has a decent villain with memorable lines, and it's a great introduction to Iron Man. The way they present the character and the transformation he has during the film is it's great. It's great character work, honestly, and you know it's just a great start to the MCU, and I think purely because of that, it is kind of peak. Out of the origin stories, I think this is the best one. I think it's the most solid. This is the best one. I'm gonna put that in peak actually. Iron Man 1 is peak. It's just peak. It's peak. It's the best start you could possibly get. Now, however, moving on to the Incredible Hulk. I might be in the minority here, but I really don't like this film. I know it has some like visual flair. There's there's some good parts to it. I mean, Edward Norton's there. I think the CGI is awful. And with early Iron Man, I know I just was talking about that, but even then, like the CGI in that film, I know a lot of it was like, isn't it like semi practical and then CGI? That looks so much better than Incredible Hulk. They do a good. It has good use of making the Hulk actually scary, which we'll get onto in later MCU films. Isn't so much a thing. But it's just I just don't ever feel like watching that film. Like I just don't want to watch it. I really don't. So hey Xylem, thanks for the look. I think I'm going to put it in. It has some good scenes, but it's not a film I want to watch again. Like I just don't. Like I again might be in the minority in that, but I just don't. I don't rate it so much. I like what they were trying to do, I guess, but I don't like the end product of that film. It doesn't even feel connected to the MCU, to be honest. It doesn't really. Uh, if you rank Ragnarok and Eternals higher, then Xylem will know your location. I like Ragnarok. We'll get on to Ragnarok. Right, anyway, that's the Incredible Hulk. It's going in. There's some good scenes. Right, Iron Man 2. Oh, God. Compared to the first one, this film is absolute wank. I do not like it at all. The only good part of it is that Black Widow's introduced in it. And she's great. She's fun. I don't care for the villain in it. Guy just wants his bird back the whole film. Like come on. Like actually come on. No. It's awful. I will say Rhodes, because they changed actors, didn't they? I can't remember why. So I think it was to do I don't know. I don't know why they changed actors actually. I don't know the lore of that. But the fact is they did. And honestly, he is better. He is better. Why am I forgetting names? No. Ah! Oh no, come on. Oh, I've cooked. I've cooked. Ragnarok like love and thunder, the power pit. Nah. You're so wrong for that. You're actually so wrong for that. Oh no. Who am I thinking of? Honestly. Oh god, I can't think of his name. Anyway, I meant to is like it has some good scenes. It's like a TikTok film. What the fuck? Why is he not coming? Oh, Don Cheadle. Yes, he's so much better. He is so much better than as Rhodes. Honestly, I think that was a good change. Again, they weren't going to change it. We don't know. We don't know how it would have been if it didn't change. But you know what? I'll take it. Right, another one. Thor. Thor 1. It tries way too hard to be funny. Right, Elliot, we're not on Ragnarok, right? We're going in order, okay? We're going in order. We'll get to Ragnarok. We'll get to Ragnarok. Right, Thor 1. Oh, it's just not great, is it? The first two Thor films are so bad, dude. I don't like them. I don't. You know what? You know when people say the MCU's dead? Some of the early films were absolute wang. Like, none of them are like bad, but like, I just never want to rewatch them. Thor's one of them as well. Like, the first. It's far too serious. How many Dutch tilts are in that film as well? Like, nah. It's not it. What even happens? Hawkeye's introduced, I guess. That's important. The character work on Thor's okay in the film, I guess. Those two Thor films didn't assassinate his character. Okay, Elliot, can we stop? Right, we'll get on to Ragnarok when we get on to Ragnarok. Uh, nah, Thor, not it, not it. I don't like it. Who is even the villain? Oh, Loki's the villain. I do like Loki. It does have right. The thing is, this is like another one you watch on TikTok for the scenes. It's another one of those. Right, up next, Captain America. Out of origin stories, it's okay. It's quite boring and tame though. The character work. I will say the CGI, the de aging. Oh my god, what were they thinking? It just did not look good. It really did not look good. I mean, Steve Rogers is honestly one of the best parts of the MCU. But this is definitely his weakest film by far. By far the weakest one. I'm gonna put it in. Is it fun? I think again, it has some good scenes. Another TikTok one. I know they got Hugo Weaving, and he is a good actor, but like it just, I didn't care. I didn't care that much. It's just a guy with a red skull, right? Red skull. Come on. Well, rewatch it. It's not that great. Right, the first Avengers film. This was back in day. This was fucking hype. This was so hyped. This was like the biggest film when I was in school. This was crazy. And on rewatch, it's not really a film. It's filmed like a TV show. Like it really is. And it takes away so much. Like if that film was more cinematic, they had a better director. It would have banged. It honestly would have banged. It was hype at the time, but upon rewatch and like it's not that great. It's fun. At least it's fun though. It's more fun than these films. Like I'd rather rewatch the Avengers than any of these, to be honest. And I don't even like it that much. Like it's okay. Potentially one of the worst Avenger films. I don't know. I don't like it. The fact it looks like a TV set and everything's so low budget, like the suits look shit as well. Like everything just looked not great. It's really not aged well. This might be a hot take. This next one. Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is solid. I really do enjoy it. I think I think it's because I'm not like a comic nerd, right? I don't really read Marvel comics. I'm more of a DC enjoyer. Um, so I'm not in the lore of all the comic books, etc. So maybe that's why I didn't really care about the twist on the Mandarin. I thought it worked well. I do like Shane Black films. He makes good films. I do need to catch up on this filmography actually, but um, this film's funny. Also, it does explore the PTSD quite well. The characterization of Tony in this film is quite strong, and I think it develops his character quite a lot. Like he is so different from what he was in Iron Man 1. And I think this film does a lot of work in that. Uh, so I feel like it's going in solid. I honestly, I would rather watch Iron Man 3 than the Avengers. Honestly, 100 times over. It just looks better as well. It just does. It's a cool, fun film. It really is. It's good. I love it. Right, For the Dark World. It's so forgettable. Like, what actually happens of significance? Like Loki doing Loki things. He pretends to die. Oh, they ruined. Really did nothing for the big villain in this film, did they? Because I love Christopher Eccleston, right? He's such a good actor. I might be biased because I'm a little Doctor Who nerd, but he's great, and he was so wasted in this film, uh, completely. And what does this film do? I mean, it has Infinity Stones, I guess. That's about it. I think I'm gonna put in never rewatching. I mean, he does have Natalie Portman, but like, it's just such a boring film. I don't even think it has good scenes. It's just boring. I think it's just very boring film. I don't want to ever watch it again. I don't think it's important to watch at all. Maybe I'm overhating, but nah. Agree with that. Thank you, Elliot. Right. Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I love this film. I think this is like the pinnacle of Captain America films. This is when like MCU gets good, I think. Like this is I think they got on a bit of a run here. But Captain America Winter Soldier is great. Just everything, like just the fight choreography, the way it's shot, the tension, the fact it's kind of like a spy thriller film, but still Captain America and still kind of goofy superhero stuff. His It does a lot for his character as well, Steve Rogers, because he really goes from he just does not trust any organization after this. It does a lot for him, and you know that comes in for Civil War later. So it does a lot of the groundwork as well, like how Iron Man 3 did a lot of the groundwork for his character. Um, it's so good. Also Bucky, the reveal of him being the Winter Soldier. Oh yeah, I should mention there's spoilers everywhere in this, by the way. If you somehow haven't seen these films, the reveal of Bucky is wild. I mean it like even if you knew it was coming, right? It doesn't matter because of the reaction of Steve for that moment. Like it's a big moment and it's great. His relationship with Black Widow is great. I love their friendship actually. It's one of favorite parts of it. Also, him and Falcon as well. It's just a really good film. I actually don't. I don't think I have a single problem with it. I think it's great. So for that reason, I think it's going to peak. I think also action scene wise, the fighting is so good. It actually looks nice. It's not just cutting every 5 seconds. Like it's solid. I think it's peak. It has to be. That film is so great. Winter Soldier, it's so good. Speaking of good, and speaking of great, we got Guardians 1. In my opinion, probably the best of the Guardians films. I don't know, I do really like the second as well. But just the introduction, because Suicide Squad really tried to, like the original battle with Margot Robbie and Will Smith, really tried to still the vibe of Guardians, and they just couldn't. They honestly couldn't, because it's a really hard thing to do, to introduce that many characters and make it work as a team. The only problem with that film is the villain, right? But that's kind of not the point. I don't think they could have had. I don't think they had enough time to have, like in the film, to have a really intriguing villain. I think it's fine that he's basic. Is this Fortnite skins feet tier list? No, god damn it, paranoid. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I don't even know what I was saying, but Guardians, it's truly out of origin films, actually, because that is their origin. It's definitely up there, and I think it's one of the best films in the MCU still. Like, I could rewatch that film. I think the jokes still land. It's just a fun, heartwarming film, and it's truly great. It's truly great. I'm gonna put it in peak, actually. Guardians, going Winter Soldier to Guardians, that is 2 peak films in a row. That is crazy. And here we have a bit of a drop off, unfortunately, with Avengers: Age of Ultron. At least it looked good. At least it actually looked like a film. I mean, the character work with Clint is good, and it does solidify him as the anchor of the team, which I felt like was so lacking. I feel like if they actually had a Hawkeye film or something, like him and Tash on like an adventure or something, that could have been. I think that's a misstep that Black Widow and Hawkeye didn't have a film early on, because they're like such good friends. I don't know why that never happened, and like that could have been a cool thing that they introduced. It could have added more to their characters, because I feel like the not so much Black Widow, because of Winter Soldier. Actually, she had quite a good character in that, and in Iron Man 2 actually. But for the Avengers, they just felt like spare parts almost. But in this, at least he has a time to shine, which just doesn't happen, because like loads of people say comic Hawkeye is just like way different to the MCU one. So I feel like they failed their character a bit. At least he has something in this film, you know. Also with this film, it does show some. It does start like some Civil War vibes between Tony and Steve here. Like they be at each other a bit. There's hints of it. Of course, it introduces Vision as well. So it's an important film. Also, James Spader, he's just great, isn't he? He is great as Ultron. It's just Ultron. I mean, with what he worked with, he did great. I don't know. They could have done. I feel like this film's just a bit of a missed opportunity, and it's definitely one of those that is just better on TikTok. It's about. The thing is, I think this film, as a film, is technically better than the original Avengers, but the Avengers more fun to watch. You know, Age of Ultron has some cool scenes, right? It really does, but nah. It's just the most mid. It's just mid, unfortunately. Again, it has some cool elements and they had so much potential, but they really squandered it. They really fucked it. Oh, also, it introduces Wanda and briefly Quicksilver. Yay! He was just there as a joke, apparently. Speaking of squandering potential, Ant-Man could have been one of the best MCU films if they let Edgar Wright direct it. Because he really wanted to do it, because he I'm pretty sure he wrote an Ant-Man script, and then wanted to direct it, and then it fell out. Honestly, I think that could have been peak MCU if they just let him do what he wanted, but clearly they didn't. He stepped down. I think some jokes in this film were definitely Edgar Wright-ish, for sure. Like I think the story they're telling, where he tells a story and it's like his voice the whole time. That's such an Edgar Wright joke. And then the train coming at them, where it looks like massive, and then it's just like tiny. That's another one. But like, I don't know, the potential. It could have been if he did direct it is high. It's a fun film though. Like it's great. I don't mind rewatching it. I think it's a good origin story to be honest. Like it's decent. Like it's nothing crazy. Like you're not gonna be like, oh my god, Ant-Man's the best film ever. Like no, of course not. But for what it is, it's fine. It just it could have been so good. It could have been like peak. But I'm gonna put it in. It's fun. It's fun. You know, the villain kind of sucks, but who cares? Like it's fun. It's whatever. It's a fun little film. I mean, Paul Rudd's great. Right, Civil War. It's a hard one to rank because if you think about the disputes, for the longer you think about it, the stupider it gets, right? But like but like but the character, the character building from Iron Man 3, you know, Iron Man's whole arc and Steve's whole arc, it does culminate. Fucking, I can't say words. It does appear in this film, and it does like come out full force. And so, like, yeah, the dispute with the government, etc. You know, the Sokovia Accords, whatever, somewhat makes sense, but it kind of doesn't. But I think if you look at it from just like two opposing views of like these characters, and the fact, you know, when they're fighting, they're not like actually fighting, they're not trying to kill each other, kind of thing, kind of does take away from it a bit. But the real conflict is between those two, and it is deep and it's strong, especially you know, when Iron Man learns that Steve knew that Bucky was sent to kill him, even though Bucky was kill his dad, and Bucky was brainwashed. Like there's some drama, and I think the character work in this film kind of carries it a lot. Introduction to Spider-Man is still iconic, you know, with the massive Queens come on. It's so good. I do really enjoy it. I mean, there's bad parts of this film. It's a bit of a mess, but also wait, the introduction of Black Panther as well, right? Oh, the scene where they're running and the fast on the cars, that's kind of lit. Ah, you know, this film does have some good food. I'm gonna put it in solid actually. I do like Civil War. It's not the best Captain. Civil War feels like an Avengers film that wasn't an Avengers film, and I think it is better than the last two Avengers films, to be honest, like massively. Um, just a few problems, but it's still so solid, and I think it's, you know, it's a step in the right direction, 100%. Right. Speaking of really solid origin stories, right? Doctor Strange. Visually, this film is great. They honestly, I think, I mean, Guardians had some really cool, iconic visuals as well. But like Doctor Strange, it's like there's it, the Inception style effects on the city, like twisting and stuff. It's so cool. It's so good. I do really enjoy that. Addressing the elephant in the room. Yes, I am the toilet. I don't think anyone was really. Don't think anyone was wondering that, Parana, but thank you for letting us know. I do appreciate it. Doctor Strange, I think for origin stories is solid, like Dormammu and fuck, what's the guy's name? The villain. The fact I can't remember his name means he's not that memorable. But again, it's more about Doctor Strange's character and how he grows in it, and you know, I think for an origin story, it's solid. It is solid. I don't think it's quite. No, I honestly say it's one of the better origin stories. I'm gonna put it in solid actually. I do like the first Doctor Strange film. I think the way he defeats Dormammu is always kind of iconic because he can beat him like with like actual. it took brains and a willing sacrifice, which obviously he was an asshole at the start. Like it's good, it's solid character work. It honestly is, and you know the better films have solid character work. So yes. Speaking of solid character work, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It's good. I didn't mind Ego. I think he's an okay villain. Uh, there's some scenes in that film that are like really iconic. The taser face thing though does take it down. Like that is such a miss of a joke, and it annoys me. The intro to that film is just it's so good. Also, the soundtrack's banger like the first one. It is a really good film. Visually, it's stunning as well. It's such a good vibe. It really does. Is this the first use of de aging that actually worked as well? Because they really fucked it with first Captain America film, but then in this, Kurt Russell younger looked kind of fine. Um, hmm. I don't know where to put it. Is it peak though? Is Guardians 2 peak? Or is it solid? It's really hard. It really is. Hmm. I think I'm gonna put it in solid for now. I'll put it top of solid though. Because it is really good. Actually, I'll put that like that. Where's Batman at? Ugh, another tier list. I do need to go through the DC films. I haven't actually seen them all, to be fair. 1 and 3 are better for me, but I like 2. Fair enough. We'll get on to 3 later. I do like 2. I think super solid. Another really well, I guess it's not. It is his origin story, kind of. I know it's been MCU-ified, and that's what everyone's problem with Spider-Man is in this universe. But honestly, I really like Homecoming. I think it feels the most Spidey out of all the rest of the Spider-Man films in the MCU. Like I'm strictly speaking MCU Spider-Man because the other ones feel way more Spider-Man than the MCU ones. But I think Man Junior Homecoming. Yeah, but I did like it. I really did. I honestly thought Homecoming was really good. Really good first film. I thought it was fun. You know what? Homecoming's solid. Michael Keaton. Are you joking? He's so great. He's so great as a villain in that. Like, nah, nah. It's going in solid. I don't care. People can hate me for that. I don't care. It's going in solid. I really enjoy Homecoming. It might be my favorite of the 3 Spider-Man films in the MCU, to be honest. Because on rewatch, it's still the same level. Like it stays consistent. A lot of people didn't like MJ, etc., whatever. But like, who cares? Who cares? Who's hating on Zendaya? That's wild. Right, for Ragnarok. Elliot's not gonna agree with me. Oh, Thor Ragnarok is one of my favorite MCU films by far. It's funny. It's visually distinct. It actually takes Thor's character from being boring, sulking to more interesting. Yeah, cartoony, whatever. It's a fucking comic book film though. Like who cares? Serious Thor didn't work, right? It clearly didn't work, so they changed it up. And this did a lot. Again, this the what is a negative to this film? I guess people say it ruins the Hulk as well, but like I don't think the Hulk's ever been good in the MCU. Mostly because his first film felt so disconnected from all the rest that like no, like he was cooked from the beginning. He'll never he'll never be like the best character in it because he hasn't got as much depth as the others. I don't think. But for Ragnarok, fun synth, almost like it's just like a space opera almost. No, it's great. It's great. Hela's great. Greatest MCU movie is Shrek 2. Shrek 2 has a good soundtrack. You know what? Could be a better soundtrack than Guardians. Oh, actually, that is a good point. Who is the best soundtrack, Shrek 2 or Guardians of the Galaxy? That's a good debate. But aside from that topic, I'm gonna put Thor Ragnarok in peak. It's so good. I don't care. I don't care that they're trying too hard to be funny, quote unquote. It is funny. I do enjoy it. It's a fun film. Visually great. Does a lot for Thor's character as well. And Loki's. No, it's good. It's solid. I enjoy it too much. It's such a different vibe to the other ones as well. It's wild. Nah, Thor's growing in peak. I don't care. Elliot's gonna be fuming, but it's my list. Right, Black Panther. It's a solid film with really. I like the way it's shot. Actually, the only problem is the CGI is awful. It's our list. Nah, my list. This ain't a communist. This ain't a communist chat. This is my fucking list, right? My goddamn list. Black Panther. Killmonger is one of the best villains in the MCU. To be honest, because he's somewhat like he is right, and he really does challenge T'Challa and make him change, and that's what you want from a good villain. You want to like their ideology should force a change in you, especially if they're partially right. I'm not saying he's completely right. He's partially right though, and somewhat based. But and the effect he had on T'Challa is massive. You know, the way it's shot. You know, there's some cool shots in that film, like unnecessarily good. Like that throne room shot where it's like upside down and it like flips out. It's just cool. The soundtrack's killer. It's great. And the whole Wakanda, how they did Wakanda, I think is so cool. It's like one of the best like places in the MCU. I think when you do Marvel Rivals Guna Skin tier list, I don't play Marvel Rivals. I don't rate it. I might have to. I've been watching Marvel films recently, so maybe I have to. But I do prefer Overwatch. But Black Panther, you are going in solid. You're only not going in peak purely because of the CGI. Was truly awful, and I think he switched allegiances so quickly. Like one of his besties just switched on him, like so quickly. If that had a bit more depth to it, sure, but it's not quite peak. It's solid though. I do really enjoy Black Panther. There's some cool scenes in it, for sure. Really well shot as well. Honestly, goated. Speaking of goated and peak, can it get more peak than Infinity War? No, it can't. Infinity War is peak Marvel. It's Marvel at its finest. I think it's probably. Let's move you down a bit. You're barely in there. Yeah, no, Infinity War's peak. Thanos, the way he was teased for years, and then culmination of that, and the ending's so good because they always win. You know, there's sacrifices at some points. They always win, but not in this one. This one is like pure devastation. It's so good. I don't know how they made it work. It had so many characters. They had so much fucking shit going on, but because the character work in other films have been so great, it like carried the character elements of this film, and it was so good. It was so good. Also, this killed this killed my boy for he was killed. He lost everything. It was tough. What a film! Like who saw that coming? Like honestly, well, actually, if you heard Mark Ruffalo talking about it, you would know how it ended. But luckily, I didn't see that. That would have spoiled the film for me. But that was crazy. Infinity War is the best Avengers film by far the best. It's getting peak. Also, for a massive blockbuster film, it does look good. CGI's on point. It's just such a dark and gritty start. Like it's so fast paced. It's just start to finish. That film is just perfect. I think for MCU, perfect film. Love Infinity War. It's truly right. Oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Well, what do I don't even remember this film that much. It's got a wasp in it. Uh, um, what did they even do in that film? I don't know if I remember. Um, Elliot, quick, what did they do in Ant-Man and the Wasp? I forgot. What's the plot in it? I can't remember. Um, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't. Yeah, it has some good scenes. It's a TikTok. It's a TikTok MCU film. You know, you just want to watch some scenes on. I don't even. Yeah, who's the villain in that? I don't even know. I've literally forgotten. Oh, it's. Oh, what's her name? It's the first. It's the shout. It's the ghost in it. Shrink a building into a suitcase. Yeah, it's the ghost. It's ghost in it. Yeah, that film's so forgettable. I mean, clearly. So it's gonna go in has some good scenes. Captain Marvel. This might be. This might be a hot take, but I honestly think for origin stories, I think Captain Marvel is one of the more solid ones. I think I prefer Captain Marvel to Captain America, like the first one. I think Captain Marvel is better, 100%. Like, yeah, the villain's not great. To be honest, it's not. I just think it has more going for it. You know, pop feminism and everything. Nah, but I think visually this film can be quite cool as well. I don't know. I think Captain Marvel's fine. I think it was so overhated. Like, is it? It's not the best film. It's fun though. It's fun. It's a film I would rewatch. So yeah, I think again, origin story wise, I think it's one of the better ones because some of them are so like Thor one awful, Incredible Hulk awful, Captain America boring. Like nah, this one's at least solid. It's a cohesive film. It's cool. There's some cool characters in it. I like it. Young Nick Fury, like it just has some cool things about it. I think the problem with it is it came out like after Infinity War. It was just such a bad time to come out. They should have released it before. I guess they had to, though. I don't know. I feel like they could have released it at a different time. I feel like that was a bit of a blunder. But anyway, speaking of Infinity War, it's now time for Endgame. Now, Endgame's not nearly as good as Infinity War, and it's very convoluted. It actually has a similar problem to one I'll come to later, which is Spider Man. Um, with it just like on rewatch, it gets worse and worse. But I think for a finale, I see it as basically part of Infinity War. Those two together, it's more good than it's bad, right? Like massively. And there is some really good scenes in Endgame, and seeing the depression, how it affects everyone around is just it's haunting. It truly is. It's crazy. Um, but it's still good. Like there's bad points in it, and the whole pop feminism bit that like lasts like 5 seconds in the film is very cringe. I agree. It gives me like taser face vibes, but completely different context. Like it's something that irks me slightly, but it's not like crazy bad. I'm gonna put it in solid though. It's not quite peak. No, it isn't quite peak, but it is solid. It's a solid ending for that arc. And I mean, Iron Man's death seemed crazy, crazy. I mean, yeah, no, Endgame is solid. It's truly solid. I think it's definition of solid. People hate Endgame, but like, who cares? Like, sure. Right, Spider-Man: Far From Home. again, because I don't read the comic books, I don't care that they've butchered Mysterio or whatever. It worked for the MCU. You know, Tony Stark basically caused like every villain, which was like a running theme for a bit. Um, I think it's fine. Like, it's not great. It has some fun scenes. I'm gonna put it. It's fun. It's fun. I'd rewatch it. I think it's better than Captain Marvel though. I don't know. I'd rewatch it. I think it's fine. Like, a lot of people hate on it. It's fun. I at least remember what's going on. You know. Speaking of forgettable films, we got Black Widow, which is a shame because I feel like her film should have been much better because she really. Black Widow's great. She was a cool character at times, and I don't know, they really screwed her with the timing of this film, I think. Also, just how the film is, it could have been so much better. I will say Yelena, kind of a go character, kind of one of my faves at the moment, to be honest. Really do like her. The whole her blipping in and out kind of thing is cool towards the end or the start. I can't remember when it was. Taskmaster's not great. You know, they could have done more with this. I feel like a lot could have been done. I think it's fine though. Like, it's not offensive. It's not like horribly bad. Would I rather rewatch it? Yeah, I think I would. I'm gonna put it in. It's fun. It has some fun bits. I like Helena. Bear in mind, Natasha's already dead when this movie released. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. So it's like her send off, and I feel like they could have done a better one. But I think for what it is, it's fun. You know, it's just really bad timing. Like, why did it? Although it wouldn't have done that scene at the end. I don't know. It did come out at a weird time. Some of the films in retrospect should have been released at completely different times. I was saying earlier that I would have loved the Black Widow Hawkeye film like early on before Avengers 1. I think that would have added more depth. Or even after Avengers 1, like between Avengers 1 and 2 or something. Like something like that would have been a good timing for that. 100%. That could have been so much better. However, speaking going oh, have I done this in the wrong order? I have. God, I fucked up. Right, Eternals. What do I say about this film? Weirdly, I think visually this film, I mean, some of the CGI is awful, but well, not really awful. At least the monsters look somewhat unique, and how the Celestials look is really intimidating. How like massive in scale they are. I find it's quite cool. Actually, it really is. Some of the scenes in this film are great, and they just had so many characters to try and introduce. Better be at least in fun tier. You think Eternals is gonna be fun? It's long. It's long. Some of the like, I don't care for some of the characters. Like Sprite just pissed me off. They, it had too much to do. It's ambitious. I like the way it looks. I like the premise. But the problem is, the film is just better watching clips. So I'm going to put it in, has some good scenes. It could have been really good. I think it would have been better as a show, actually. I think 100% it would have been much better as a show. I think it should have been a show. Because it had potential. But I think they squandered it, unfortunately. It's fine, though. Like, it's not a bad film. It's just long. I think it being long is the only problem. I might move it though. I don't know. Would I rather watch Eternals or Ant-Man and the Wasp? That is a question. No, you know what? I'm gonna put it in as fun. It's fun. Like it has some. It does have some cool moments. I do like half the characters. There's bits that annoy me, but it's not Hulk bad. It isn't Hulk bad. They didn't acknowledge the massive frozen head in the ocean until Cap 4. Yeah, I do find that they really did not. They really did not rate the Eternals. It could have been great. I think if it was a TV show, 100%. If they had more time with the characters, would have done better because character work, as we know, is the top priority for films, or at least it should be. Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings. I think origin stories wise, this is one of the best. Villain isn't great. You know, totally the following film's fault though. Yeah, that is true. That is the following films. They just at this point the universe didn't, the MCU didn't feel so connected. Like it was a bit all over the place. I think this is when the MCU hate was at its highest. Even though I think early MCU had more stinkers than late MCU did. It's just such a narrative thing. I think this is when the culture war was starting again. But Shang-Chi is so great. I love it visually. The fight scenes in it are probably the best in the MCU. That and Winter Soldier have the best ones, I think, 100%. Love the characters. I just love the introduction to that side of the world. Um, it's good, and I'm upset that there hasn't been a second one. I know they're going to be in Doomsday, but yeah, I don't know. I think they could have done more. It's great though. I think for an origin story, it's in solid. I think it's one of the better origin stories. I put it in a similar vein to Doctor Strange 1. I think those two films are quite. They're both quite cool and have their own like vibe. He deserves a second film. Yeah, I honestly thought Shang-Chi was one of the like coolest like new characters we had. Right, this will be a divisive one potentially. Spider-Man, Spider-Boy, the Three Spiders, Spider-Man and the Three Spiders. Um, the thing is, it's cool having Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire back. Like, it's cool. But I'm not gonna lie, Into the Spider-Verse did all this shit so much better. Like, 100 times better. Those films are just so peak compared to MCU Spider-Man. Um, but it's fun. Like, it's fun. The more you think about it, the worse this film gets. But if you just treat it like it's fun, it's fun. Like, it's not bad. It's just like, it's more fun than the Avengers, though. Yeah, it's fun. I still think his first Spider-Man film was better. Again, even with more Spider-Man, it still felt less Spider-Man. It's just, I don't know. He never had a chance to actually just do Spider-Man things other than in the first film. But even then, it was like Tony Stark. But yeah, I don't know. Spider-Man's had a rough run. They're not bad films. They're just like not great. But again, a lot of people love that film because again, it does bring back Andrew and Toby, but it's not enough to make it great. I mean, there's some crazy good scenes in that film. Like there is some peak scenes, but the whole film isn't peak. You know, it's all spectacle, which is fine, but I don't know. Is it solid? No, I'm keeping it as fun because I think the more you rewatch it, the worse it gets. Again, very good parts of it. It could have been so much better. The problem is they kind of fucked the multiverse thing because they got the multiverse mixed up with like they got multiple different universes mixed up with different timelines and they didn't ever distinguish the difference. And I think this like I think this messed everything up. Oh, you say worst MCU film coming up. Maybe for you. Right. Oh, I've done this in such a weird order. Have I even done this in order? Oh well, doesn't matter. Right. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Following on from WandaVision. It messed up Vulture for sure. You know what? Do I ever right. People may disagree with me, but I think it's here purely because, right, it has some really stupid moments. It is a bit of a fucked film. Like, it's a bit of an absolute jumbled mess. But I do enjoy I do enjoy it. I do like I especially like the scene where they're fighting and all like the music becomes like weapons. So like visually, visually this film has some it has some cool elements. At least they tried something. It didn't quite come up. Like Wanda's character's a bit I mean it makes sense that she's kind of crazy because of WandaVision. Kind of. It's just a weird. It's weird that she's a villain. They could have changed a lot. No, you know what? You know what? It has some good scenes. It has some good scenes. I'd rather watch it than Captain America, Thor, Iron Man 2, and Hulk. I'd rather watch it more than any of these films. I'd say it's on Ant-Man and the Wasp level. Yeah. It could have been better, but I don't think it's the worst. Yeah. I don't think it's anywhere near the worst. There is worse films out there. Again, purely because I picked out scenes I liked, I was like, yeah, you know what? It has some good scenes. Uh, Thor: Love and Thunder. Uh, it has some good scenes, doesn't it? There's some cool scenes in that film. It's just the whole package is kind of absolute garbo. Oh, do I ever want to rewatch it though? Please no swearing in the live kids are watch. Okay, okay, buddy. Um, for Love and Thunder. It's not quite never rewatching. It's not quite. Although I don't think I will ever rewatch. I don't know. I don't know with this film. It's a hard one. The screaming goats thing pisses me off, like to no end. It really does. And yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna put it there for now. Again, there's some scenes that are fun, but yeah, I don't think there's many scenes that are notable. I think what's his name? Christian Bale's performance, where his like introduction to the gods and stuff is pretty cool. I like that. So if I ever saw that on TikTok, I'd watch it. But besides that, don't make me go no country for old men on you. Okay, buddy. What, are you gonna flip a coin? That's crazy. Speaking of forgettable films, this I just don't care. Like I'm sorry, I just it didn't. I don't think I'm gonna ever rewatch that film. 100% just makes me so much sadder how they butchered his character. Ah, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Yeah, they really did. He had some Wakanda Forever. I actually can't remember. Didn't it have Namor in it? I don't remember the rest. I didn't care for Namor. Yeah, I feel horrible putting it down there, but I don't think I'm ever going to rewatch it. I don't know what they could have done differently. It's just unfortunate that Chadwick Boseman had to die. That is just it's like it's horrible. They could have recast potentially, I guess, but like he was iconic as Black Panther though. Like he was great. His introduction to Civil War is like it's so peak. It's like one of the best moments, but I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I don't think Wakanda Forever did much. Did it? Did it? Ironheart? And I don't. I honestly can't remember what happened in that film. If I'm so for real. Um. But yeah, you're right. Bale did deserve better. Um. Right. Quantum Mania. I don't think I'm ever gonna rewatch that film. I don't think it's the worst, but with the whole like Kang, it's kind of gone now. Like it serves no real purpose. The Modor thing's weird. The CG and that looked awful. It's kind of an absolute mess of a film, but it doesn't really have any redeeming qualities particularly. I just don't think it's an important film, really. I think you need to watch it. You could probably skip that. It's the worst Ant-Man film by far. And the second one was really forgetful as well. Don't know, I just not violent. I remember the trailers for Quantum Mania being so hype, only for the movie to suck completely. Yeah, this one doesn't deserve a place on the tier list. Yeah, right. This might be a hot take, but I don't like Guardians 3. I think the only good part of Guardians 3 was the flashbacks with Rocket. The villain was mid. I thought the dialogue even just didn't feel as it didn't feel the same as the first two. It didn't feel fresh. I didn't like Adam Warlock's okay, I guess. Like it ended in an okay way. I don't know. I just didn't rate it. I really didn't. I know so many people love this film. It's too melancholy. I think. Like there's sad parts in Guardians 1 and 2, but like the it doesn't kill the vibe completely. This one was just a vibe killer. And to be honest with Guardians films, I don't want them to be like that. I don't think they work for me like that. So I'm gonna put it at bottom of has some good scenes. Because the scenes with Rocket they're so good. Like even though they're like not the vibe I go for, no, I don't like the film. Maybe I do need to rewatch it, and maybe my opinion will change. But I do not like Guardians 3. I don't think it's great. A lot of people do, but like, nah, nah. And I do like sad things. Like, don't get me wrong. It's just I don't think it. I don't. I know Infinity War and Endgame etc. like fucked them up, but like, oh, I don't know. Something felt off about this project, and I can't quite put my finger on it. The vibes weren't there. Okay, it felt really weird. I don't know if anyone agrees with me on that one, but like, nah. Right, the Marvels. Uh I had fun when I rewatched this, or when I watched it for the first time. I thought it was okay. But the thing is, I did watch it whilst I was in Wales and had absolutely nothing to do because I was in a hotel with like barely like with like no anything. So like it was the only thing I could do was watch the fucking Marvels because I was like, fuck it, I haven't seen this film, I need to catch up. This is probably the best time to watch it. It's fun. The thing is, I didn't actually hate Miss Marvel. I think it's fine again because I don't read comic books, right? I don't care that her powers are different or whatever. Because she's usually a mutant, right, or whatever. But like, eh, I didn't care. It's fun. It's got three characters I like. It's fine. It's definitely better than the Hulk. I'm gonna put it. It's on the same level as Multiverse of Madness for me. There's some cool scenes that I that fine. The teamwork aspect of it is quite cool at parts. The villain sucks. It's a bit of a mess. Eh, they made her a mutant. She's usually inhuman. Oh, okay. Oh, right, that was the problem. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know anything about comics. Speaking of like the perfect, the perfect, I think it's a perfect descriptor of it's fun, but I think it's actually higher than it's fun because Deadpool and Wolverine is just it's great, and it's just a fun film. I think the more you rewatch it, maybe the lower it goes. I've only actually seen it once, and it was great. Yeah, they removed some characters from Deadpool 1 and 2, but whatever. Um, it's just such a fun little goofy film in it. It has so many funny scenes. It's not meant to be taken that seriously. I mean, all the cameos in that film are fun. Like They did cameos so much better than Multiverse of Madness. Like, it's just a fun film. Like, if you just don't take it that seriously, it's great. It's great. I really like Deadpool, Wolverine, and then going from something fun to, oh my god, why does this film exist? Yeah, I'm never rewatching. It sucks because I really did like Falcon and the Winter Soldier actually, but this film's absolute dog shit. Like, it's fine when you watch it, but then when you think about it, it's awful. Like, it's just not great. Nothing of note happens. The president turns into a Hulk. Like, the leader's there. He was last seen in The Incredible Hulk, like, fucking ages ago. I don't care. Hulk is awful in the MCU. Can we stop? Yeah, the series did so much better character work for some. Yeah, 100%. Like, literally. Like, yeah, was the series a bit cringe towards the end? Potentially, but it was, the character work in that film, in the TV show, was great. I like the subplot of, was it Isaiah? Oh, great. That was cool. I like that. But nah, the film's so bad. It's so bad. Right. No one. I literally watched this 2 days ago, and I have not also ruined it by showing Red Hulk in the trailer. Potentially. Speaking of trailers ruining films, luckily, spoiler alert, by the way, if you guys haven't caught up, this film is so good. I was shocked by how good this film was because I don't know why I didn't watch Thunderbolts until 2 days ago, and luckily I didn't see any trailers. I literally knew, I don't know anything about Sentry or the Void or anything. Thunderbolts is peak. It's I think it's one of my favorites. Honestly, I've it's so good. It's I only really wanted to watch it because it had Florence Pugh in it, and I really liked her in Hawkeye, the TV show. Her and Kate Bishop were very good duo, and I do like Florence Pugh. She's in a lot of films I like. Also, she's extremely attractive, but it's mostly her acting. She's in a lot of films I really do adore, especially like Midsummer. Oh, what film! Anyway, she's great. And I was like, oh, I should probably watch Thunderbolts. I've not seen it. I don't know anything about it. And then it had all characters I liked just show up. It had Ghost, and I was like, wait, Ghost is back? Not that I particularly cared about her, but I was like, okay, she's kind of cool in this film though. And then it had discount Captain America back, and I was like, oh my god, this guy, he's in this. I think purely because I didn't see anything about this film beforehand, and I didn't know it was going to lead into like the new Avengers, etc. It and how dark this film was. Oh my god, like it's so visually interesting. Like even the first like fight scene when it's like looking down. I didn't care for the way they beat the villain, but I did enjoy. What do you mean? The way they beat the villain is so cool and interesting because they can't beat Sentry. You can't beat Sentry. Bro is like Superman on fucking crack. But the oh god, when he saves like that little girl and he's like, oh, you're safe, and then she just disappears into the ground. I was like, holy shit, what am I watching? I don't think there's a darker, these two, this and Infinity War, are the darker films, and they both work. And the exploration of depression in this film, the manifestation of it as the Void, is, I think it's so well done. I think it actually works because those bums are not physically beating him at all. Yeah, literally. That's why it works. It's like the only way to beat him was to get him through his depressive phase. It's no, because they're like literally in his mind. Because like no, it's because it's such a metaphor for depression. Like the only way they could beat him was when he stopped beating himself up, and that is like literally such a good visualization of depression. It's peak. I like cried during this film so much. This film is so fucking peak, and no one talks about it. It didn't make so much money, but visually, it's so great. They always have to overcome themselves. Yeah, like literally, I knew this film would be good as soon as I heard the first few lines, and then she jumped off a building. I was like, okay, well, this film's fucking dark. I was like, damn, okay. Oh, we're going here, are we? It was insane, and I oh, you know what? I might, even though I watched it 2 days ago, I might watch that film again. It's that good. I really do enjoy it. I fucking love it. Thunderbolts, peak for me. One of the best MCU films, and we're in the dead MCU phase, quote unquote, at the moment. Nah, don't trust it. Thunderbolts good. Speaking of fun films, Fantastic Four. A lot of people don't like. I think it's fine. I get that, but we've done that a lot in the MCU now. Not in that way. I don't. I think you're being really cynical here, Elliot. I don't think visually anything has been that striking, and I've never, in all the MCU, I've never related so much to a film than Thunderbolts. I think that's the most I've ever related to. The retro setting is extremely fun. Yeah, I loved Fantastic Four, right? A lot of people do not like it, and I don't get it. I think it's so cool, and it's definitely the best Fantastic Four film we've ever had. The other ones are, like, if you watch them, they are, like, they're fun, but they're not good films. This one, it's great. Oh, it's in solid. I don't care. I love all the characters. I can't wait to see them in Doomsday. I'm extremely excited. Oh, the end of Thunderbolts. I love that I watched Fantastic Four before Thunderbolts, and then the ending of Thunderbolts. I was like, oh, okay, I'm hyped now. These two films were bangers for me. I think Fantastic Four, for an origin story, which they basically skipped because we've already seen it like 3 times, it's great. It's solid. It's great. They just get into it, you know. Also, yeah, the retro setting is fun. I think they casted so well for this. It's great. I don't know what people want from the Fantastic Four. Uh, more than that, that was fine. I don't know the hate. I don't understand the hate. Right now, speaking of which, uh, what to do with you? I don't know how I feel about Spider-Man. Brand New Day's peak. Long live the Punisher. I don't. Again, this is the same problem as the other ones. Spider-Man feels like almost a secondary character in his own film. Like he's not, but you know what I mean. I don't think it's unreal. I think everyone's overhyped it. Like I like it, but I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Maybe I need to rewatch it, but currently, I think I prefer Homecoming. I honestly think I prefer Homecoming as a film. They didn't quite undo the end of Last Spider-Man, which I appreciated because I thought they would 100%. And you know, Jean Grey's kind of cool. Um, I didn't even know it was Jean Grey, to be honest. Um, even though someone told me she was in the film before I saw it, I didn't even put the pieces together because I think I just must have forgotten. Kind of just got into the cinema experience. Um, I don't think it's peak. I think it goes in solid though. I think I'm gonna put it right behind Homecoming. To be honest, I think it works as more interim movie between the last trilogy and a possible follow-on one. Yeah, it's a good film. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not like hyped. I don't think it's like one of the best MCU films. I mean, statistically, it's the 13th best MCU film on my list apparently. But I mean, there's still a lot wrong with the films because a lot of the lore of Spider-Man is missing from the MCU. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's literally what I mean. Like, I think Andrew's first film I prefer to. Glad they introduced Jean Grey here instead of trying to do the X-Men without kind of hinting at them first. Yeah, yeah, no, I do like it. It's fine. It did feel like a filler film for like everything else, and I'm fine with that. Frank Castle's kind of not Frank Castle in it. I mean, I know that's the point. He's meant to be like less like crazy. or less unhinged because it is like a different age rating. And sure, but I don't know. It's fine. Like it's cool. It's a cool film. I prefer it to his last Spider-Man. I think it's the second best MCU Spider-Man film. And people might flame me for that, but I honestly think that is where it should be. And there's my list. What would you guys change? I mean, he does shoot Spider-Man. True. True. Iconic shot from the comics, apparently. What would you guys rate? What would you guys change about my list then? I think once I finish all the TV shows as well, I'll do another tier list of the MCU shows. I just need to. Oh, but there's so many canon ones that I don't care about. That's the problem. Yes, I think she'll be great. Actually, I hope they do justice to Rogue because I feel like with the Fox X-Men universe, they didn't really. Rogue felt less and less of a character after the first one. Um, Even in the Rogue cut of Days of Future Past. Oh, by the way, Days of Future Past, peak X-Men. That is peak X-Men for me. By far. It's so good. I hope the MCU do X-Men well. Because this next phase... Oh yeah, you guys excited for Doom? The Doomsday? I do need to watch the trailer again. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I came online to do my tier list, and basically just to do that. I think I'm gonna go offline and I don't know, do something. The writers of Brand New Day said Jean technically isn't responsible for any deaths. Was hoping for. Yeah, fair. I think it could be cool. When is the X-Men film out? 2028, right? Still a few years to wait for that. Right, anyway, chat. It's been so real. Thanks for joining for my little tier list. I'll catch you. I kind of on a break for streaming at the moment. I kind of only streamed so I could upload this as a video. I'll get back to streaming in about a week, I think. But yeah, she might have been better because she's got the southern accent. Potentially, potentially. Anyway, chat, it's been so real. Catch you later. Bye.